Get through your relationship during this lockdown. Freedom is the intuitive counselor and psychotherapist. This week's topic is on relationship. Every relationship had knock-on effect during this coronavirus lockdown. Whether it's a marital relationship or living together or living apart or long distance relationship, or even if you've been with each other for 6 months, year, or even in 1 week, every relationship had some knock-on effect. During this lockdown, those who living apart want some closeness, and on the other hand, those of you who living together, like I said, as a marital relationship or living together as a civil partners, you want some space. Those couple who on a long distance relationship, before this coronavirus lockdown, you might have been meeting each other once a week or every other day. Now this corona lockdown has brought a shock to your system. So it will be a really good idea to think about how you can have the same closeness without being close to each other physically. So for example, doing video call or sharing photos, sharing your thoughts and feelings. So for example, doing video call while you're having the dinner, or sharing your photos of your daily activities. So that way you will feel that you are close to one another. On the other hand, those couple who are living together, you want some space. So is living in 24/7, like living in each other's pocket, is unhealthy for any relationship. It will be a good idea to give each other the space. So if you're living in an environment where you have like 2 rooms, trying to give each other break where you are spending time away from each other. If you have a garden, maybe perhaps one of you can spend time in the garden, another one could be in the house. So giving each other the times, the space you need for yourself. And at the same time, you could maybe change your environment setting, for example, which will bring a spark in your relationship, i.e. changing your bed linen, lighting some candles, or even cooking a good meal together, and like for example candlelight dinner. So that will bring some spark into your relationship, enjoying some music together. During this lockdown, there has been number of changes in people's life. For example, some of us might have lost our jobs, or some of us might be working from home. So those individuals who have lost their job is knocked on their confidence, and at the same time being stuck at home is not helping at all in their relationship. It's expressed by a client who have lost the job, and one partner is working from home. The partner who lost their job feeling very low in self-confidence. So during this time, arguments bound to happen. So is how to have the distance where you can break away from each other and not to get into the arguments. So for example, the suggestion would be, when one of you having that argumentative moment, maybe other one could walk away. Those individuals who have lost their job might have feelings low self-esteem, or feeling that they're not contributing anything to the family, which will knock their confidence down. So therefore, telling yourself that you have contributed in the family. One partner is working from home, is you dedicating your time to your family, for example children, while the other partner is working and bringing the money in the house. So is where you might not be able to contribute financially at this moment, but feeling like that you are contributing in some other ways. For example, looking after the children, or those of you who don't have a children, is you have contribution in the house doing household chores where the other partner is working. So is both of you do contribution in your own way. Always the contribution doesn't have to be money. During this lockdown, if you decide as a couple to move in together, perhaps you can set up some ground rules where each of you is bringing your rules. For example, like one of you could be saying like, I like to do this in my own house, another one saying I like to do XYZ in my house. So bringing those rules under the one roof where you'll be able to meet each other's expectation. For those couple who are living together, In any relationship, when you're living apart, is you tend to have less arguments in your relationship because you tend to communicate virtual communication. So you tend to explain to each other much more clearly. Whereas when you're living together, you feel like you understood your partner, so you make a judgment or you think you know what your partner is trying to say. So at times you could be putting words in your partner's mouth. For example, like she might have said this, but whereas you interpret it in some other ways. So you think you know your partner, so you make an assumption without actually making an assumption without confirming what he or she actually said. So when you are living together, we make a lot of assumption about one another without actually confirming it with them. Thank you for watching my channel and please do subscribe it.